Hello, all you lovers of a block-based sandbox game, which may or may not be developed by Mojang Studios. Today is episode 2 of our new survival Let's Play series, and today it is time to get serious. And what is more serious than a list? No, seriously, I'm asking. This is all I could come up with. These are my main goals for this video, so let's grab some potatoes and get to work. Alright, a little bit of building later, and we have got villagers. And this is a different design than I've used in previous videos. This is a rather new tutorial by Voltrox. I will leave a link to the video down in the description if you want to build this for yourself. It is pretty darn simple. And coming over this way, away from all the annoying noises, we've got ourselves set up a little bit of a villager converter setup here. This is very much temporary. I will build something better long term, but this was just to test out, and this is a design by Bjork Minecraft. Hope I pronounced that correctly. And again, there will likewise be a link down in the description if you want to build this yourself. It's pretty straightforward, just some levers, some buttons, some rails, blocks, iron trapdoors. It's pretty good. I did get a guy in there, and then I realized I didn't have a name tag. Now, of course, you've seen the thumbnail to this video, and you've seen the list at the beginning, so you know what we're building, the main focus in this video. And if I pop out into free cam mode here for a second, this is our village that we are setting stuff up in, the villager breeder and the converter and everything. And then right over here in this area is where we're going to be setting up the new villager trading hall. It's going to pretty much cover this entire area here. And then over here, just out of render distance, is our starter base that we built in the last episode. Now, that's not a super long distance. However, I am on a very limited supply of both food and rockets, and going back and forth between there for all these builds is getting to be a little bit taxing on my supplies, so I think it's time we go back to the end and do some in-city busting. Getting ready to go to the end, and I was coming over here to the villager trading area to replace all of my diamond armor here because it is getting somewhat worn down, and it really just hit home. I mentioned in the last episode that it's been over a year since I played Minecraft, and it really hit home for me when I realized that would be a total waste of emeralds because in-cities are full of diamond gear anyway. If this breaks, I'll just pick some up along the way. Here we go again. I have no idea what that voice was. Hello? Well, this is pretty pathetic, but hopefully there will be enough shulkers here to get what we want for what we need to do today. Now that's a little bit more like it. Okay, still not great, but better. Well, don't mind if I do. And coming back to the overworld, these are all the goodies we got from three end cities. It's kind of pathetic just how little we got, but to be honest, the 50 shulker shells were all I was after anyway. That'll be more than enough, hopefully, to work on our project today. And speaking of that project of course being the upgraded villager trading hall, I think it's time we get started on it with a material gathering montage. That was really more of a time lapse, but editing technicalities aside, we have got most, yes most, not all, of the materials we're going to need for this build. You can see here we have 2 boxes of andesite, granite, diorite, 3 boxes of terracotta, 2 boxes of regular stone, a little bit of quartz. We actually need multiple boxes of quartz, but I'm going to use this to build with, and then once this villager trading hall is built, I'll use mason villagers to trade for the rest and finish the interior. Moving along from there, over this way we have 1 box of oak and 1 box of birch, and right over here we've got 1 box of dirt, 2 boxes of dirt, 3 boxes of dirt. Also, another little aside, I got 3 villagers in a hole for some enchanted books such as mending and silk touch, which I needed very much to gather all these materials. And a little sneak peek here, if I pop out into free cam mode for a second, you can see here I will be using Lightmatica for this build, and with that said, I think it's time we get building. That was a lot of building. So the replay files totaled a little over 19 hours, however there was quite a bit more time in there because I ran out of diorite, quartz, oak, and a whole bunch of other resources multiple times. But it is finally done, sort of. If I pop out into free cam here and take you for a little tour, I can show you everything that still needs done because there is still quite a bit that needs done. So if I just walk you through here really quick, everything that I either forgot or skipped, you can see along this side of the building, there's this strip of blue glazed or light blue glazed terracotta that is all the way along. And if we come over to this side, I somehow just spaced that entire section out. I also forgot a ladder here and a couple of diorite stairs. Coming around to the other side here, you can see these diorite slabs, polished polished diorite slabs on top of some stone bricks hovering here. These need to have iron bars in between, and this needs to wrap all the way around the building. But I didn't get to that quite yet because I think it'll be better to wait until we have an iron farm for all those iron bars rather than wasting stuff we've mined. So I only started on that, but I did get most of the stone bricks down. And then along each entrance area here, you can see there's this little triangular sort of cutout. This is going to have emerald blocks in it. However, right now I really cannot spare emeralds to put in here for decoration. I need them all for trading. And you can see in the schematic some areas for some fields here. There are going to be wheat, carrots, pumpkins, melons, potatoes, all that stuff, assuming I decide to do it, that is. And then all of these pathways also need to be lit up with lanterns hanging off of birch fence posts, as you can see here in the original schematic. In addition to that, the entire build is still just hovering above a big open area that is not entirely lit up, and that's kind of important to get to because right now we just have a secondary mob farm. So yeah, just a few more hours of building and terraforming and then it'll be done. But you know what, for now, I am calling it good. The structure is in place and we can start moving villagers in, and that's really my main goal for this video. And speaking of getting villagers into our new trading hall, that needs to be a top priority at this point because I just spent a few hours AFK at our mob farm, or our XP grinder that is, and got a couple of boxes full of rotten flesh here. However, while I was down there, our cleric villager was killed. So at this point, I think it's pertinent that our next task be to actually get some villagers in here. Alright, they gave me some fits as villagers always do, but we got a few guys in here, 3 clerics in, just so I get that rotten flesh traded up to get some emeralds here. You can see we're starting to get a little bit of a stockpile. But of course, we've only got 3 guys in here so far. Now, this is a massive villager trading hall. So we've got 2 halls in each wing of the building on both floors. So let's see, there are 9 stalls each. Quick maths, that's about 216 villagers we can fit in here. I've got some annoying work ahead of me. And a couple more quick little notes about this build. This is not my original build. This is actually a design by Blocks Build over on the Planet Minecraft site. I stumbled across the world download over there, and they also have a video on their YouTube channel dedicated to building it. I will leave a link to both of those down in the description. Go show them some love. This is a pretty awesome design. Oh, and another quick note, none of these guys are converted yet. I think in between episodes, I'm going to go through and I'm going to see if I can come up with some sort of design to tuck into the wall behind them to convert all these guys and have a system built into the building. Oh, and off camera, if we come back over to our little starter base area here, I have been spending quite a bit of time at the XP grinder, so I did set up a couple of little bubble elevator areas. Well, the up elevator is a bubble area, the down is just a drop. And now we can get down here pretty easily. Of course, I do still need to do something about this entrance area. This is not very good. Need to connect it up to our path system over here. And we've also got this big ol' room down here I cleared out when I was just gathering stone for this build. So if anyone has any ideas for what we can do with a big flat open space underground that's not occupying a slime chunk, leave me a comment down below. I am really just this kind of a waste of space. And between episodes, I do plan to go through here and connect up this path system we've got working on our starter base. We'll bring it up through here, through this little gap here, and connect it up to our trading hall area. That's just a simple task I can do off camera though. But enough about next episode. What about this episode? We've still got a little bit of runtime left to fill, and I've still got 1 item left on our list to check off. And we've got ourselves a mob farm. Now, I really was not thinking when it came to this video. I really should have done the mob farm before the trading hall, because I cannot tell you how many times during that build I had to go out and manually kill creepers to get gunpowder for rockets, or skeletons to get bones for white dye to dye terracotta, or spiders for string to make scaffolding, and various other... I really should have just done this before the villager trading hall. It would have made it go so much quicker. Okay, maybe not that much quicker, but it would have at least been a little bit less hassle. Now, if I pop out into free cam here for a second, you can see we have 10 spawning platforms here, and then an AFK platform way up here right above the clouds. And this is a slightly different design than I've used in previous videos. Now, all of these sort of diamond-shaped mob farms are more or less the same. There's very little difference between them. However, for this one, I did follow a tutorial from Mortings. I will leave a link down in the description if you want to check out the original video and build this for yourself. It's a pretty sweet little design. Now, I've just spent a little bit over an hour AFK at this farm while I did some other stuff, and I have yet to look in those chests behind me, so let's see how much it produced in just an hour. Okay, that's a lot. That's a lot of stuff. Okay, this is gonna get us through, like, the next 100 episodes of this series. I could probably, honestly, just tear this entire farm down now and never need it again. That is a lot of stuff, especially because really the only thing I mainly need from here is just the gunpowder for rockets. Bones, you can only use so many of, and string, I honestly don't know what I need a ton of string for. Oh, also, sorry if I don't sound super enthusiastic and engaging in these last few clips. I have been quite sick for about the past 10 days or so yeah, that's that. But with all that said, I think that's a good place to leave this video. Between being sick and taking on this mammoth project behind me in only episode 2 of a new series, it has taken me about 3 weeks to get this video put together, so hopefully I'll have the next video out for you guys a little bit quicker than that. But with that said, we still got a lot done in this video, namely this gorgeous villager trading hall behind me, and of course that super efficient mob farm, and let's not forget we also went to the end and did some in-busting, got some shulker boxes and some other loot. Alright, I'm hiding in the stairwell because there is a wandering trader and a raid party right outside. But I came in here to say, don't you worry about that section of hanging, dangling railing we left moving the villagers in. I've already gotten to work on a bridge design, and I've got a couple reference images here, and in the next episode, we'll be fixing that up. But as far as the statistics on this video goes, we can end things on day 454 in this world, and we have played for 4.67 real-life days. But with those statistics in mind, all I have left to say is I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like, leave a comment, and stick around for the next episode where we are going to get to work on a bridge and a bunch of farms, hopefully. Okay, bye!